I've been lucky enough now to be surrounded by an amazingly supportive family and friends and professionals and medication,
Yeah.
you know. And
Preach. Howie, you've been part of the Bell Let's Talk campaign since close to the beginning. You know, take me back to that time when you decided to share your experience and be so candid when during a time when a lot of people weren't so open.
Well, I still think that, and that's what I love about this campaign, I don't think people are still open about it, and that's what the point of talking about it is, because when you talk about it, not only are you open to maybe receiving some help and making your life a little bit easier, but you're also, if the more people talk about it, it removes the stigma. And the biggest issue with mental health, I believe, is the stigma. And the stigma exists not only in humanity, but in even the medical community. I don't think that insurance companies, look at you could call into work and say, I'm not feeling well today.
I've got a cold.
Well, they'll say, what's wrong?
That's
You
it.
say, I'm not feeling well. They'll say, what's wrong? And you go, maybe I have a cold or I'm coming down with the flu. And they go, that's okay. But you can't call into work and say, you know what? I don't feel well today. And it's any of us that, and I myself suffer from mental health, any of us that suffer from mental health, there are days where I can't get out of bed and I can't work and I'm not going to be productive and I can't even communicate. But how do you communicate that with other people in the world? So when I accidentally, communicated on national radio on the Howard Stern show years ago that I suffer from, obsessive compulsive disorder, and I thought my career was over. I thought my life was over. I was embarrassed. I hadn't been receiving as good of the services that were made that are now available to everybody. And it opened up a little a light, where other people came and said, me too. Me too meant something different. They were sharing the same issues. And there isn't a human alive that doesn't have mental health issues. Whether that is, it doesn't have to be a diagnosed, obsessive compulsive disorder. It could be just, dealing with a relationship, dealing with so mental health is just coping skills, how to get through each day as happy and productive as one can be.
I took 6 months off. It ended up being 6 months, dealing with my own mental health challenges, and I made it public. And you opening up has helped a lot of us. And I think in turn, me talking about my stuff has helped other people. So it's such a beautiful trickle-down effect. So I don't want to be light about that. I want to thank you. I'm going to get emotional, but thank you for opening up that door.
You're welcome. But ultimately, and everybody should know that when you're open about it, and you probably would agree, it's nobody feels better than yourself.
It's freeing.
It is really free.